It's finally here! Hooray! It's the first part of the results for the Not-100-Videos competition! I eventually decided to show every single entry I received, which is why this has taken so long. All entries will be presented in high-definition 1080p for added detail. And also, by coincidence, 1080p is the exact accumulative cost of all the prizes. And now, without further ado, here's the disclaimer! The winning entries have been picked by me, and basically because my gut liked them. Winning entries do not necessarily denote a better idea or better execution. Stuart Ashens' decision is final and no correspondence will be entered into. Your home is at risk if you do not keep up your payments on a mortgage or other loan secured on it. I've tried very hard to get everybody's names correct, because if not, it will throw out the whole sequence of events and I'll have to re-edit it, and I don't want that happening. This video is part 1 of 3. I've had to split them up into categories in order to fit them all in. This is the largest category that we will call normal submissions or traditional art, or well, just call it what you fancy. I'm going to call it part 1. So don't worry if I don't show your entry in this video, because there's 2 more parts to come. Right, let's get going then. Remember, if you'd like to stare at some of the artwork for longer, simply use the pause button on YouTube's player. Cue insipid backing music. And we're off! We kick off with Isaac from Sweden, who has supplied a terrifying image of Nosy Bonk proffering a pop station whilst talking like that puppet out of those Saw films. Lewis from Stoke-on-Trent shows a scene of suicidal carnage from Ashens Fan Day 2010, an event I'm very pleased to say didn't actually take place. Martine from Crowborough has me under attack from one of the ghosts from that Pac-Man game I reviewed with Larry, desperately trying to defend myself by using a sad onion as a Pokemon. I wish those Vinnie Vole socks were real. Isamster from California, USA shows us what happens when I encounter different types of handheld games. A PSP makes me happy, reviewing a PCP station makes me Hulk out, and a pop station makes me shoot myself in the head with a bazooka. Nice. Clark from Wisconsin, USA has imagined me as some kind of Spyro the Dragon-style creature horrified by a new poop station device. My favourite bit is the horn, which offers free lanyards to passers-by. Jeremy from Florida, USA has earned himself 150 gamer points for drawing various characters from my sofa-based exploits. Nice to see the demon rabbits from the V review there. Giles from Hounslow has me pointing out that knockoffs are always a piece of crap. Love the old-style bow tie there. And yes, I know what the head and neck are shaped like, so don't bother pointing that out in the comments. Tom in London offers us this semi-literal take on a PSP rip-off. Yes. Nick from somewhere in the UK has deployed a Pac-Man dot logo, complete with Pinky scaring us on the other side. This anonymous post-it note contribution from somewhere in the UK shows me and Batman meeting up for biscuits. I'm the goddamn Tatman! Dominic in New York, USA gives us a fairly minimalist presentation of my setup, complete with multiple disclaimers. Ewan is hiding in the Orkney Isles and sending out photocopies of his doodle pages. Although this doesn't seem to have anything to do with my videos, he inexplicably bribed me with a US dollar, so I'll let him pass. Timo in Finland provides some iconic images on a piece of paper that's about the same size as a single sheet of toilet paper. Attention to detail. Scott from somewhere UK based shows what happens when the airphone takes me right up into space near a nosy bonked sun. Bonus points for the tech dump reference there. Muchuk from Poland shows us the permanently depressive life of a sad onion. Sigh. I like this one so much that it wins a spot prize of one of my now sold out Ashenthology DVDs from my ever dwindling private stash. Curtis from Poland shows me spewing some tat out of my mouth. Or maybe I'm sucking it in. We may never know the truth. Thomas from New York, USA gives us Ninja Excellence, a cut-and-paste picture poking fun at the crude cut-and-paste films of Godfrey Ho. Louis in Somerset provides a triptych showing the 3 stages of a pop station review, all the way to its head-exploding conclusion. The Mysterious Law issues forth a rendering of a post-suicide Vinnie Vole from his secret hideout in the UK. Julianne in Belfast delights our eyeballs with a chibified Ashens pondering over the crap he's reviewed. I mean I've reviewed. As he is me. Oh, you know what I mean. Joseph from Bexhill-on-Sea has me diving to safety after my sofa succumbs to a violent tat explosion. Or maybe I've been knocked sideways by the concussive force of the blast. Hard to tell with tat explosions. Gracie from Indiana, USA is the first entrant to show my rotting corpse propped up in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. I can't for the life of me remember where that gobbled mouse is from. Comments please, people. Tristan in Massachusetts, USA pictures me as a cult leader, complete with manky dreadlocks and brightly coloured caftan. John from New York, USA provides a more literal take on Tech Dump. I'm pleased to say that we never actually had to resort to routing through a dustbin for props. That's just something I do for food. Jessica from an undisclosed UK location sends a lovely story about the time I became a dinosaur. She also supplied a sequel where I ate a sad onion. Then there was a blender. Ray in Glasgow rewrites some Bob Marley. £1, one piece of crap, let's get together and feel shite. Daniel from Finland has kindly given us some viewing instructions in poor English literally written on a single sheet of toilet paper. I hope he didn't buy that second hand. Eggman Studio from somewhere or other in the UK has given us a look at what Tech Dump favourite Vinnie Vole would have looked like on the Vectrex. The Vectrex is a console from the 80s that used a custom monitor to display vector graphics, and indeed Vinnie Vole would have looked pretty much exactly like this. Cara from Glasgow fires this rogues gallery into our eyeballs. There's everything here from the bag of rats to the sweaty monkey, and there's also a spot prize of an Ashenthology DVD. Sam in Watford shows that behind the camera in my videos is a damaged robot in the rotting shell of a dead town. Or Lowestoft, as we call it locally. He also sent this poster of me killing a Big Daddy from Bioshock. This anonymous submission from Southampton shows that minimalism is still an active art movement. Vicky from the UK somewhere gives us a view of many brown sofa heroes, including fan favourite Quincy the Caterpillar. Hers is also the only entry to have been apparently certified as conforming to EU safety requirements. Mary in Massachusetts, USA speculates that my autobiography would be called Lies, Lies, More Lies and Pop Stations. I would of course never release an autobiography, because I am illiterate. Harvey in Hampshire has recreated some random drawings I did for a video, and on the other side there's a sad onion which refused to be photographed in focus no matter how hard I tried. An anonymous UK person wonders what will happen after I morph myself into my sofa. This entry has cleverly been laminated, so that it won't be ruined by my tears. Ang in Brunei shows us enjoying some food from Chef Excellence whilst flanked by dancing girls and BMX ninjas. I don't know who invited the top-hatted bird with a broken joystick. Probably Nosy Bonk. Zoe in Stratford-upon-Avon shows me being hassled by Norwich's most famous, albeit fictional, resident Alan Partridge. Exciting fact! Hip-hop DJ irritant Tim Westwood is actually from Norwich. In it. Gemma in Canada shows me being arrested like Bill Gates was that time. But, from the profile it becomes clear that it was Nosy Bonk wearing a cutout mask. This is actually very similar to the plot of an episode of Columbo, where the murderer was that guy from War Games who was also the boss in 9 to 5. Chris in New Jersey, USA gives us a representation of Strong Whale from the Pop Station games, who wants the record set straight. James in Kent shows the monstrous conflict between the different sides of my personality as I face off against Toastmouth, the head of Pop Stations. The other side shows me dancing around with wads of cash after making Tech Dump, which shows that while James is a good artist, he is woefully unaware of the amount of money that goes into web-based comedy series. And finally, the winner of this category! It's Verity from Leicester with her rather fetching depiction of Chef Excellence riding the god monster of Indian Flats whilst they both brandish Stay Fresh bags. Also, Chef Excellence has genuinely excellent shoes. Congratulations, Verity, you win this small pile of Nintendo-related tat, which includes a slightly dented metal tin full of Wii paraphernalia and 2 rather posh notebooks. You also get a DVD and Bully's special prize, a Lego Samurai. So that's it for this category. Join me again after an unspecified period of time when we'll look at some more competition entries. Until then, apples!